So why are we up here?
Why are we up here?
Yeah.
We are up here to camp because I previously had some experiences down the road. Um, I camped here by myself a couple nights. I There's a couple different things. So there was I got this all written down, but I didn't review it. That was my first. Oh yeah, my first night up here was and I have this on audio recording. I was camping. I had set up my tent. I was sitting in this very chair between my van and my tent at about 10 o'clock. This was in June. And I just heard, well, first I heard,
Is this when you started texting me?
yeah, this is that night, yeah. First I heard what I thought was a big moth flying into my tent. Now I wonder, was that a pebble? Because I thought, oh, I didn't see that thing, but it was pretty loud. Then I heard, and in the summer there's noises, there's squirrels, there's birds. So I didn't think much of it. But I heard a louder kind of snap, knock type noise that I thought, boy, that could be something, maybe there's a Bigfoot around here. And then, I forget, it's on the recorder, but 5 minutes later, I heard this really loud, unmistakable, like somebody just took a baseball bat and was wailing on a tree. It could have been that tree right there. And my hair was on end, and it's like I got an adrenaline shot or something. My heart was like 150 or, it felt like when I'm really working out hard. And I just, and I felt like that was intentional. That was something doing it, and that was directed at me. So that's when I texted you, because I thought, I thought I'm going to leave. And then I thought, well, I don't know if I want to leave. And so I texted Will something like, hey, are you free? I just heard, but then it solved my own, I think before he even got back to me, then I heard a knock from over around this area, because I was down there. And I thought, I think that's another one. And then as we were texting, then I heard another one. I think I heard 3. The first one was distant. It's like, oh, it could be anything. Then the next one was like, yeah, I think that was a knock. And then the third one was closer. And I don't think I heard another one over there. I might have heard one of those before I heard that one. The one that was real indistinct. But then I just thought, I'm getting out of here. So and I've never done this due to fear. I did it once due to rain, that I just heaved all my stuff up in a pile, threw it in the car, and went home. Mm-hmm. But then I kept coming back. And let me try to remember what happened. The order of the nights. Went back the next night. The bummer is that, so I got all that on record the first night, those knocks, and you've heard them.
Yeah.
Sounds like something. I switched out my SD card because I wanted to listen to that, but I wanted to keep my recorder going, so I just left it, and I figured I'd get it in the day. I figured out now what happened. I didn't realize this till the end of everything else, is I put it in, and I immediately pushed play, and I got out of there, and I don't think it registered it. And so it was recording, but it was recording on the internal storage that's about 1 minute, and so I got 1 minute, and that was it. So for everything that follows, which was the most intense part. Although the next night I came up, I think that's the day I went on a hike up there, I think, or maybe that was the following day, but I don't remember much. However, I slept in my car, and I needed quite a bit of liquid courage to even sleep up here again, so I don't think I would have noticed anything unless it was like on top of me.
Yeah.
Then the next night, I slept in the tent, and I was feeling better because I thought, okay, I made it through last night. And so I had been hiking that day. And then again as I was going to sleep, which was probably around 10 o'clock again. Because I thought I will just repeat what I did that first night and see what happens. So I was sitting in my chair like this, then I went in and I was kind of listening, probably listening to a podcast, but eventually I fell asleep. And I did remember hearing a lot of knocks, and I thought, yes, I can't wait to listen to this on the recorder. Now I know, I was not getting any of it, so that's really frustrating. And then the creepiest thing is I woke up at what must have been about 3:30 based on later. I think I told both you guys about this. And I thought I heard, so I'm laying here, and I thought I hear above my head something dragging my cooler around for a split second. I thought, that's weird. Could there be something trying to get in my cooler? And all of this thought process was 3 or 4 seconds. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute. No, last night I put all my stuff in my car because I wanted to be ready to go. And so my cooler's not out there. And as I was thinking that, I felt like this, like I was moving. I was on a full-size air mattress that night, not the one I have now. And it felt like there was something under the mattress, like reaching its hand under or something. It felt like kind of there was a pizza tray underneath, and like wobbling, sort of like if you're I've been in mild earthquakes when I was in Asia, and I mean, it sort of felt like that. And I was like this, absolutely frozen, terrified. I would think to myself, I should have been able to like grab for my gun, and the thought occurred to me, but I could not move. I was totally frozen. And it felt like several minutes. It was probably, a few seconds. And then I was froze for quite some time. Eventually, I felt like I could move, and I got up, and it was about 4:15. So I'm guessing this was all around 3:30 in the morning.
That's crazy.
And I showed you the picture. You can see there's a line in the dust where it looks like something was under there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I can't say what it was, but
could have been like a stick.
It could not have been a stick because it felt like there was a pizza tray. It felt like something broad kind of doing
body,
this.
Right?
Yeah, and so I was going back and forth, and I felt like my air mattress shifted a few inches down too, like towards the back, moving the tent. And it was not, I mean, I didn't feel fingers, I didn't feel anything like that, but it just felt like, if you've seen those wood oven pizzas, it felt like somebody could have been sliding that under, kind of wiggling around and moving back.
It would take a lot of strength to move you and on that air mattress, too.
Yeah, and so that creeped me out, but I didn't go back to sleep. Eventually, I did have the nerve to, like, get up and peek out, and then I heard this huff, and I thought, I'm going to see this is it, and it was just that buck that I was telling you about. And then later I heard this through the brush, and it was a rabbit. So that was it. I mean, but it was quite the experience. I mean,
I've been there with the rabbit.
Yeah. Well, not that was quite the experience too, but that night.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it was not a dream because I was fully awake. Because I mean, I was coming out of the sleep thinking, what's moving around the cooler right above my head. Mm-hmm. And I did go back a few nights later, I think, because I was so upset when I realized that I didn't get any recording. So I came back and I left it. But I left the recorder out that night, and I think I do have a few possible knocks, but nothing more than that. Nothing happened. And I think I slept in my car again. So it's like I slept in a tent, car.
Pretty intense there for a while, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you sleep in your tent, something happens, then you get in your car, but then you're like, oh, nothing happened last night.
Go back to the tent.
But I really wanted something to happen. But I think by that point, I had kind of used all my vacation time. And then, or I knew I wasn't going to get back up here, so I didn't leave my recorder long term. Now I might. Now I have that other recorder. That's the summary.
Sweet.
My son and I had an experience with a rabbit. It was after you left in Squaw Valley.